From the studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Powered by Century Laminates, Citroën, Orient Electric and Amrita University.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, what is playing out in the Congress party is a group of people fighting and fighting and fighting for a falling, crashing vote share. Not a single truly democratic multi-nominee election for the post of president of the party has taken place for years now. The Vadra Congress has become a party of the Vadras, for the Vadras and by the Vadras. From the ownership to the management to the operations, all controlled by one family. All controlled by one family. They have refused to cede the space. So today, Tejaswi is dumping them in Bengal. The Samajwadi Party is dumping them, avoiding the Congress like cold plague, and the only ally the Congress has is the left, and that also the left party that is abusing it in Kerala. They are hanging by the coattails of the same left in Bengal. So those within are disgruntled, depressed, and the last thing they are doing is, one last chance, they are trying to fight back. The question tonight is this: do the Vadras leave the Congress? Or does the Congress leave the Vadras? Ladies and gentlemen, debate number one tonight. Congress versus Vadras is debate number one tonight, viewers. And debate number two this evening. The importance of the election. Now, I know it sounds cliched to call every assembly election a mini general election, but this one, nobody is going to doubt the impact it's going to have at the national level. All of this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines. This Tuesday evening on the debate tonight, Congress fight is on the streets now. Rahul supporters fighting the Ghulam Nabi Azad camp. Senior leaders on the war path raising concerns over the Vadra Congress's conflicting ideology on allies. With the Congress tearing apart, is it time for the party to show the door to the Vadras or vice versa? Amidst the chaos, Rahul Gandhi plays victim, says he is the one who introduced democracy within the Congress party with internal party elections. Yogi Adityanath enters battleground Bengal, slams TMC government on law and order. And 5 states, one big verdict. We debate the impact of the elections 2021 at 10 p.m. tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress party. The Congress party, which once said India is Indira and Indira is India, is now at the crossroads where they have to select between their party and the Gandhi Vadra family. Tonight, the war within the Congress party has become a street fight. Here is what happened in today's street fight, and then we debate.
When Rahul Gandhi was showing off his swimming skills in Kerala's Kollam and was trying to build an image for himself, a storm was brewing in his party. The most trusted congressman was seen to be raising the banner of revolt.
बहुत सारे लीडरों की बहुत अच्छी बातें अच्छी लगती हैं। अब जैसे मैं खुद गाँव का, तो मुझे बड़ा फख्र होता है कि बड़े लीडर हैं। हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी वो कहते हैं मैं गाँव से मैं था, कुछ भी नहीं था, बर्तन मांजता था, चाय में। सियासी तौर हम उससे उनके खिलाफ है, लेकिन कम से कम जो अपनी जो असलियत है उसको नहीं छुपा।
This was just the tip of the iceberg. The Bengal alliance was the latest flashpoint.
कांग्रेस की एक अपनी विचारधारा रही है, इसीलिए मैंने ये कहा, क्योंकि कई विवादित भाषण और बयान मैंने देखे हैं। मैंने संगठन के हित में बात कही है।
हम लोग एक सूबे की अध्यक्षता करते हैं, इसलिए हम बिना इजाजत अकेले अलग से अपने मनमानी से कोई काम नहीं करते।
What was happening in news conferences and sound bites has now come down to the streets. Rahul supporters staged protests against Ghulam Nabi Azad.
उसका प्रोग्राम करके आपने सिलेक्टेड G23 लीडर्स को यहाँ बुलाया और आप यहाँ के नरेंद्र मोदी जी की तारीफ करते हो। यहाँ जनता, ये कांग्रेस का कार्यकर्ता मूर्ख नहीं है, वो साफ समझ रहा है कि आज जब वक्त आया कांग्रेस को, सारी जिंदगी कांग्रेस ने आपको दिया जब पावर में थी, आज आपको कांग्रेस को पे बैक करना था और आज जो है बीजेपी से दोस्ती करके आप कांग्रेस के खिलाफ षड्यंत्र रच रहे हो।
And despite calls of reform, the dynasty that thinks the party is their fiefdom is now playing victim.
I'm the person who pushed elections in the youth organizations, pushed elections in the student organizations. I was literally crucified for doing elections, right? I was attacked by my own party people. So I'm the first person that says, look, democratic elections within parties absolutely critical. Interesting to me that this question is not asked about any other party. Nobody asked the question, why is there no internal democracy in the BJP? No one asked the question, why is there no internal democracy in the BSP? Nobody asked the question, why is there no democracy in the Samajwadi Party? But they asked the question about the Congress. There's a reason. We're an ideological formation. We're an ideological party.
So is it time for the Congress to dump the Vadras?
Corruption is the ideology of Congress party. Nepotism is the ideology of Congress party. परिवारवाद को बढ़ावा देना यही कांग्रेस पार्टी की आइडियोलॉजी है।
Or should the Vadras leave the Congress and save themselves the embarrassment? Let's debate.
And perhaps we have the pictures as well. Ashwini Handa opening the debate today. Welcome Gaurav Bhatia, Suhail Seth, Shantanu Gupta, Rajat Sethi, Abhijit Jasrotia, Om Prakash Mishra of the TMC, Sujata Paul, Sanam, all support the Congress, and Ravi Srivastava. My first question is to Ashwini Handa. Now Ashwini Handa is the media coordinator of the Pradesh District Congress. He's a supporter of Ghulam Nabi Azad. And he's joining us live from Jammu. Ashwini ji, मेरी आवाज आपको आ रही है?
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल। नमस्कार, आपके सारे व्यूअर्स को भी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार अश्विनी जी, आप गुलाम नबी आजाद के पुतले जलाए गए। कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ताओं ने गुलाम नबी आजाद जैसे बड़े कांग्रेस के जो लीडर हैं उनके पुतले जलाए और कहा कि उनका एजेंडा है और कहा कि वो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का समर्थन क्यों कर रहे हैं, उनके बारे में अच्छी बातें क्यों कह रहे हैं। तो ये तस्वीरें देखकर सवाल कर रहा है पूरा भारत आज कि हो क्या रहा है कांग्रेस के अंदर। क्या गुलाम नबी आजाद की क्या रिएक्शन है? Viewers, the Ghulam Nabi Azad's effigies were burnt by the Congress workers in Jammu today. So Vadra family supporters were burning his effigies. I'm asking Ashwini Handa why he thinks this happened. Ashwini ji, आप बताएंगे?
सर देखिए, ऐसा है कि बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि एक ऐसे नेता की पुतलों को जलाना और उसके बाद, सर आप आवाज आ रही है मेरी? उनके पुतलों को जलाना जो है वो ये दर्शाता है कि पार्टी के अंदर जिस तरीके से इनडिसिप्लिन को बढ़ावा दिया जा रहा है। आजाद साहब ने ऐसा क्या कहा है, मैं उन लोगों से पूछना चाहता हूं जो लोग आजाद साहब के पुतले जला रहे हैं। एक तरफ तो आजाद साहब ने यह कहा कि पार्टी जो है वो रिवाइव करनी चाहिए। अगर पार्टी के अंदर यह कहना कि पार्टी रिवाइव होनी चाहिए क्या गुनाह है? मुझे एक भी बात बताइए कि गुलाम नबी आजाद साहब ने अगर पार्लियामेंट के अंदर किसी विपक्ष के नेता का फेवर किया, कोई एक ऐसी बात कही कि जिससे विपक्ष के नेताओं को समर्थन करता हो। लेकिन आज ये स्थिति बन चुकी है कि जहां पार्टी के हाई लेवल के जो हमारे नेता हैं उनको इनडिसिप्लिनरी एक्शन करना चाहिए था, इनको पार्टी से बाहर का रास्ता दिखाना चाहिए था। ऐसा नहीं किया गया।
Pro Vadra on the left, please. And I'd like to go to Sanam Shah. Sanam Shah is from the Pro Vadra camp. We have Pro Vadras versus anti Ghulam Nabi camp. What's going on here? Sanam Shah, why are you all burning Ghulam Nabi Azad's effigies? Why?
Ghulam Nabi Azad Saab is the best
What do you achieve?
for the Jammu and Kashmir.
What do you achieve by doing so?
Ghulam Nabi Azad is the solution in Jammu and Kashmir. सबसे पहले फसली अर्नब जी मैं बताना चाहता हूं कि कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ताओं ने प्रोटेस्ट नहीं किया, ये आरएसएस के और बीजेपी के लोगों ने प्रोटेस्ट किया है। जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर किसी लीडर की इतनी हैसियत और औकात नहीं है कि गुलाम नबी आजाद जैसे नेता की, जो 5 प्राइम मिनिस्टरों के साथ मंत्री रहे हो और नसीमा राव जैसे प्रधानमंत्री के साथ आजाद साहब मंत्री रहे हो, वो गुलाम नबी आजाद साहब जो 35 और 40 साल तक जम्मू कश्मीर की वकालत हिंदुस्तान में करते रहे और हिंदुस्तान की वकालत जम्मू कश्मीर में करते रहे, इन लोगों की क्या हैसियत है सर? ये गुलाम नबी आजाद साहब का तो बहुत बड़ी बात है, ये उस शख्सियत का नाम लेना चाहते हैं। कांग्रेस का किसी लीडर ने भी प्रोटेस्ट नहीं किया, ये कांग्रेस की नाजायज उलट थी आज जिन्होंने गुलाम नबी आजाद साहब के बारे में प्रोटेस्ट की है। अश्विनी जी अभी मेरे भाई बात कर रहे थे, एयरपोर्ट में गुलाम नबी आजाद सबसे जम्मू एंड कश्मीर आते हैं।
Ghulam Nabi, 1 minute, in the middle right now, Gaurav Bhatia on the debate, the situation gets more confusing as one side says, Gaurav Bhatia, now I'm getting confused now what's going on. They are saying that you were organizing the protest. They said that the BJP and RSS was the one burning the effigies and blaming the Vadra supporters. This is getting extremely confusing. I am losing track. Why did you get his effigies burnt, Gaurav Bhatia, if what Sanam is saying is true? Are you getting the effigies burnt and blaming it on the Vadra camp within the Gandhi Vadra Congress in order to create a divide between the Vadra camp and the Azad camp?
Arnab, who needs to divide the Congress today? It is divided into so many factions that if Indira Gandhi is remembered for Congress I, Rahul Gandhi would be remembered for Congress Gai. And I must say this with some responsibility. Anand Sharma ji is the deputy leader of the Congress Rajya Sabha faction. And he is being ill-treated by the Congress party workers. You know why? Because when he showed the mirror to the Gandhi Parivar, the Gandhi Parivar faces were very ugly. So the supporters without brain decided to break the mirror. That Gandhi Parivar के चेहरे इतने बुरे क्यों हैं? Please एक-एक करके सम्मान बनाए रखिए। जो भी सुनिए गोडसे की बत्ती बना के राहुल गांधी के मुंह में डालिएगा। सुने, चुप करिए,
अरे
चुप
आप मुझे बताओ,
गोडसे की बत्ती
आपका जन्म
अभी
से
तो आपकी पार्टी में सबसे बड़ा पप्पू है। मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूं, देखिए
Calm down, calm down, calm
please,
down. See, 1 minute.
मैं अपनी बात पूरी कर लूं। अर्नब जी, कहां से आप पकड़ के लाते हैं? मतलब ये लोग को इतनी शालीनता नहीं कि अभी जब आप बोल रहे थे
Let him complete.
तो
Let him
कोई बोल रहा था
complete.
क्या?
Sanam, let him complete. Sanam, let him complete. Sanam, let him complete. Okay, change. Now, 1 second. We replace Sanam with Sujata Paul. 1 second, and everybody should let everybody complete. See, when a party is protesting against itself. Now, let us try and understand. It's a very delicate situation in the Congress. The party is protesting against itself.
Can I complete my
So you don't really need Sujata, and I think you understand, you don't need the BJP to create trouble.
First, and then you can go to any panelist you
No, stop shouting. You are having a problem. Why are you shouting at me? The problem is yours. Why are you shouting at me? Sujata,
I don't know.
the party is protesting against itself. Now go sort it out. You're washing dirty linen in public. Did Gaurav Bhatia ask for all the statements to be made by Anand Sharma? No, it's an introspection of a senior leader. It's an introspection of a senior leader.
My point, and then you can go to Sujata ji. Can I just finish my point?
Let Gaurav finish and then Sujata. Yeah.
Please. Yeah. I just have
Let Gaurav complete.
Okay. All right. So, first of all, let's talk about the Congress. Congress today is a party that is ideologically dead. In West Bengal, they are with the left. But in Kerala, they are opposing the left. Second, Mr. Gandhi has become Satyanarayana Gandhi. He touches Samajwadi Party collapses. He touches RJD collapses in Bihar. Now he is with the left. Left will not be left anywhere. And I will only ask this. Anand Sharma ji, Kapil Sibal ji, they are raising some pertinent questions. Is it for us to decide, or will the Congress decide that these questions have weightage and they are relevant or not? You are ridiculing people with merit only for a person who carries a surname which has no weightage whatsoever now. And we all know Sitaram Kesari ki dhoti se leke PV Narasimha Rao ki roti hui aankhein सब कहती हैं that if the leader is outside the Gandhi Parivar, he is to be ill-treated.
Well, as far as whatever Gaurav Bhatia has said, I must remind you, Mr. Bhatia, you have been jumping from Samaj. Don't speak in between, don't be ill manner. Don't be ill manner. Have some manners. Have some manners.
You are not here
you
to
have
fight
jumped
with me.
ship from Samajwadi Party to the Bharatiya Janata Party. And let me tell you about your ancestors
that is
of
ideologically
BJP.
bankrupt because
I'll tell you,
on a person who's a 50-year-old immature child.
Dictatorship is the
So you
ideology
don't
of
fight
your
with me,
party.
please.
Ill-mannered, uncouth, uncivilized Gaurav Bhatia. Can you keep quiet? Ill-mannered,
अगर आप ढंग से बात करेंगी तो बिल्कुल I can be quiet. अगर आप मेरे ऊपर अटैक करेंगी या बीजेपी पे भी.
Please now, there is no need to make a personal attack in the course of a political debate. There is no need. There is no need. There is no need. No. Sujata, listen now. Now 1 minute. Gaurav Bhatia, please step back for a minute. I'd like to bring in 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Now 1 minute, please. Thank you. You see, Sujata, before you proceed, Gaurav, just take a break for a while. Now, point is, Shantanu and Rajat, if there is a problem that the Congress party is having, and let it be undeniable fact, you have a problem. You have a problem. Now, don't take out your frustration on anyone. 2 of your senior leaders are fighting like school children on Twitter. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is tweeting, know your facts. Anand Sharma ji, what is this childish mudslinging? You are embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. I mean, look at this, Ravi. Know your facts, open mudslinging. The pretense has been dropped. Open fight, ugly. Rahul Gandhi playing victim. He catches somebody in America saying, please interview me. Then he said, I was crucified for doing elections. I'm the best person in the world. I mean, who wants to listen to this? It's not old guard versus new, Ravi. It is Congress versus Vadras. Am I right? 1 minute. We're going to have Ravi and Sujata versus. We are going to have Ravi and Sujata. Suhail, coming to you. We're going to have Ravi and Sujata versus Rajat and Shantanu, please. Yes, on the screen. You are fighting for the ashes of the Congress.
Not at all. And who is Mr. Bhatia or the Bharatiya Janata Party to be giving all these suggestions? Let me remind him that Mr. Hedgewar, his ancestor, was awarded and rewarded by the BJP for a communal...
Forget it now. You know, you answer the present situation. You answer the present situation.
Sujata ji, I find the whole situation so irrelevant. Congress got...
I have a small... 2 versus 2 is suggested. Thank you.
Sujata ji,
calm down everyone now. The question is, I can't have everyone talk over each other. This has to stop.
Sujata ji, you are a young...
Sujata, wait. Rajat takes over. Audio, Rajat.
Sujata ji, please understand that you are a young, inspiring leader. You should aim that all these pillars of nepotism are shattered completely. You should be on the side of this reform which is happening within the Congress. Please understand what kind of a situation you are putting yourself in right now. By just holding on to the dynasty, clinging on to the dynasty, it is not going to take you far, Sujata ji. It's a very humble request to you. We as youngsters look up to more youngsters coming into politics. But will the space be given to you? You will end up again serving Vadras first, then the children, then the grandchildren. You'll continue to do that. And at the end of the day, you might even get a presidential position by making parathas of these grandchildren of Vadras. But you will not end up getting respect of this new India.
Can you tell me
you will
who is
not get
Mr. Vadra?
respect of common people, Sujata ji.
Can you tell me
it's my
who is
humble
Mr.
request to
Vadra?
you.
Which
Sujata ji,
party
it's my
he
humble
belongs to?
request to you. This is the moment. This is a renaissance moment within the Congress.
Ravi comes into the debate with Shantanu and Suhail. Coming to next, 1 second. Ravi and Shantanu on the debate. The Vadra Congress members are running helter-skelter. The party is heading towards complete chaos and nobody is knowing what's happening with it. You tell me today, I have a question to ask. 1 minute, Ravi, don't shout. Ravi, don't shout. Ravi, don't shout. And the question is to Shantanu. I think the Congress in its present form, they cannot decide if the left is an ally. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. 1 minute. This was just an interesting slip where I said, it's a Freudian slip where I said, let me ask you a Congress, I was about to say, but it would have meant the same thing, Shantanu, because the Congress is the synonym of a question. The Congress is a question itself right now, so let me ask you a Congress. I'll replace the word question with Congress. Let me ask you a Congress. Ravi, don't look so angry. Have you ever got a sense of humor? Can you smile and say, Arnab, you've got such a fantastic sense of humor.
With the words,
I'll smile at something nice that you said.
Any difference,
you don't have to frown, look angry. Come on now.
Your hatred,
now you tell me one thing.
Your hatred for Congress is well known across the country. And it will not help you. It will not help you. It's a 135-year-old party and it will survive.
I don't hate anyone.
Any kind of storm, it will survive.
I have nothing called hatred in my heart. I don't have hatred in my heart. Hatred is a word that doesn't exist for me. No, I don't have hatred. No, I don't have hatred for Ghulam Nabi Azad. I don't have hatred. I have opinion. I don't have hatred. Not at all.
I don't know why are you worried.
Not at all.
Why should you bother about it?
I have great love towards all living objects.
They will handle it.
I have great love for all living objects. I have no hatred for anyone. Remove the word hatred when you speak to me,
please. You are rattled. Because in Bengal,
now my question is, let me ask you a Congress. Let me ask you a Congress.
That's the reason. That's why you are upset.
Just 1 second, yeah. Okay, Ravi now. Ravi, monologue time over. Question for you. A question, Shantanu. Shantanu. Now, you know what? This is like playing kabaddi. They barely enter the ring. And all of you want to catch me there. Let me finish my question and then come back. Be quiet now. I don't want to play kabaddi with you. Listen to me.
Who is Vadra? You tell me first.
I am asking you.
Who is Vadra?
No.
Vadra is your relative. Then why should you bother about him?
The Vadra Gandhi family.
It's a Congress.
What?
You want the word Congress.
Why should I?
It's a Congress, AICC.
But Congress means Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi,
All India
Priyanka
Congress
Vadra,
Committee,
and Robert Vadra. These four people means Congress. Raviji, you don't know it. These four people. This is the only limited talent pool of Congress.
start with Sonia Gandhi, ends at Robert
Yes.
Vadra, or maybe
And
two
Ghulam Nabi
children of
Azad,
Robert Vadra.
Anand Sharma,
Two-
Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Kapil
No,
Sibal.
these are independent voices. Don't you know that? These are individual voices. These are independent views. Congress says no. This is not Congress. Shashi Tharoor is not Congress. Anand Sharma is not Congress. Kapil Sibal is not Congress.
There is no Mussolini
Ghulam Nabi
in
Azad is not
BJP.
Congress. They are
There
the
is no
individual
Goebbels
views.
in
Don't you know
BJP.
that?
They are all
The
independent people.
only official
They
version
voice
comes
their
from Sonia
opinion.
Gandhi,
What's wrong
who
in
rarely
it?
speaks.
Not like
Comes
your
from Rahul
Modi,
Gandhi, who is
Modi, Amit
swimming
Shah,
these
two
days.
people party.
And
Hum do
dancing with
hamare do.
bishops.
Not that party.
And who is Congress?
It's a
Priyanka
democratic
Vadra is
party.
Congress.
It's not
Robert
hum do
Vadra is also
hamare
giving
do
interviews
party.
these days.
You know
Adda,
that?
have you followed?
Hum do.
Robert Vadra is giving
Mr.
regular
Modi and
interviews.
Mr. Shah.
He has
It's
an
not a
interview. He has
Bosa
an
party.
interview to your favorite channel,
It's not a
Adda.
Bosa party.
Robert
It's
Vadra
a
is giving
democratic
interviews
party.
these days.
runs by
On the cycle
principles.
interview, on Kisan
Mr.
Andolan
Shantanu,
interview, in a very
it's not
accented
a
Hindi.
Hitler, Mussolini,
In a very accented
Nazi
Hindi,
party.
Robert
It's a
Vadra is giving
democratic
interviews
party.
today. So meaning
You
the
understand it?
entry is coming.
There are voices.
The entry of Robert
What
Vadra is
Robert
also coming.
Vadra?
He will be launched.
Who is Robert Vadra? What do you know about him?
You ask anyone. Just go out of your house.
What
Ask
is he in
anyone.
On the bottom right corner,
But the interesting part is that even Robert Vadra is
on the bottom right corner of a screen is a very happy man, Sohail Seth. On the bottom right corner of the screen is a very happy man, Sohail. His name is Om Prakash Mishra. Earlier he was in the Congress and today he's saying to himself, thank God. Are you saying thank God to yourself? He's now Trinamool Congress leader and spokesperson. Om Prakash Mishra, are you saying thank God? As a former congressman, what do you think of the present situation? You seem very happy because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, let the Vadra Congress collapse and the Trinamool Congress will regain the space. The same thought that is in the Aam Aadmi Party's mind is in your mind. My feeling is you will be the two first quick movers if and when the Congress collapses. The Trinamool Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are dying to enter the space. Should you do well in Bengal, you will move very fast. Should you not do well in Bengal, you will still move because you will still have given a good fight. Am I right? You're waiting on the sidelines. You're waiting on the sidelines. Please give me a straight reply. Om Prakash Mishra, please.
Half an hour into debate and Trinamool Congress has been brought in. You know very well that it was necessary to contextualize today's debate. Today's debate, the backdrop is that what is happening in Bengal, what type of a arrangement, agreement or alliance or I would say hobnobbing has been taking place between BJP on the one hand and the CPIM and the State Congress on the other. CPIM and State Congress, they entered into an indirect alliance system with the BJP, transferred their votes in order to have to bolster BJP, which rose from 10% vote to 40% vote in 2019 election. So it was the Congress and it was the CPIM, they did so. Now again on the bidding of the BJP,
has to come in
now
on this
they
one.
have come together and they have also now clubbed together this Abbas Siddiqui's front, and this actually betrays that how they are trying to weaken Mamata Banerjee, how they are trying to weaken Trinamool Congress and how they want to, and they are dying to help BJP. But Bengal will not yield. Bengal is not going to make any compromise. We will defeat BJP and defeat all the partners, hidden partners, secret admirers and all the people who the BJP is trying to help.
But Om Prakash Mishra, before Gaurav comes in, I think you're being very uncharitable and I'll tell you why. You should be in politics with a very sporting spirit. No, you should be in politics with a very sporting spirit. Sometimes you win. 1 minute. See, interesting thing about politics and life, Om Prakash ji. You fight. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. When you win, you're a good winner. When you lose, you should also be a good winner. You are saying that the BJP has entered into a secret conspiracy with the left and Congress to transfer the vote, and that is why they got 40%? No, Baba, no.
So.
People voted against you, so they got 40%. Did you have a secret arrangement with the BJP in 2011 or 2016 when you won the Bengal elections? No, did you have a secret arrangement with the BJP in 2011 or 2016? Is that why you won the Bengal elections? Tell me, the nation wants to know tonight from you, Om Prakash Mishra.
You know, if you are countering me, you have to be factually right.
I am factual, you're not.
You have to be factually right. I am telling you, BJP
I am factual, you're not. I caught you on the wrong foot.
How come that it has got, how come it has got 40% vote only because...
How come means what? People voted for them. Yeah, what? No, you say how come. I say because people voted for them.
12% to 5%.
How come means what?
CPM
how come Trinamool came to power? How come Trinamool defeated the left? How come Trinamool won a second time? How come means what? What is the how come question? Yeah, Gaurav Bhatia responding to you. Sorry, Sohail, to keep you waiting. 1 minute, Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia, we moved away from the Congress issue. We moved away from the Congress issue.
Prakash ji, hear me out please, with patience, the same patience I showed you. ओम प्रकाश जी, आपको मालूम है ममता बनर्जी का स्लोगन क्या था? माँ बाटी मानुष। परसों की बात है, एक माँ को टीएमसी के गुंडों ने बहुत मारा, उसकी आंखें फूल आई और उसके बेटे का कसूर केवल एक था. The only sin that son committed was that he was a dedicated BJP worker. Law and order comes under the CM. The CM has failed और ये अराजकता खत्म होने जा रही है. आज उत्तर प्रदेश का हिंदुओं का शेर योगी आदित्यनाथ जी was in West Bengal, and do you know the slogans that were being chanted were जय श्री राम, और बताया जा रहा है ममता बनर्जी अपने घर में.
Why did you say हिंदुओं का शेर? Why not सबका शेर? Why did you say हिंदुओं का शेर?
मैं बताता हूं, क्योंकि जब ममता बनर्जी सेक्युलरिज्म को कहती हैं, सेक्युलरिज्म जाए तेल लेने, मैं तो मुसलमानों की दुलत्ती भी खाऊंगी, वो दूध देने वाली गाय है, तो हिंदू अस्मिता के लिए कोई बात नहीं करेगा क्या? जय श्री राम के नारे पे अर्नब, why did Mamata Banerjee feel insulted? Durga Mata, we can't even do idol immersion there, and Calcutta High Court had to intervene. That is why I say Hindu अस्मिता की बिल्कुल लड़ाई है. Law and order has collapsed. That is the fight. Corruption that prevails, that is the fight. And we have to ensure 130 workers of the BJP who were brutally murdered by the gundas of the TMC, their families get justice. And for the Congress, I just want to say, ISF के साथ जो मौलाना है अब्बास सिद्दीकी पीरजादा, जिसने कहा था that due to COVID virus, I pray to Allah 50 करोड़ हिंदू मर जाए, उसके साथ Congress is there. What wrong has Anand Sharma said today? If Congress talks about secularism, aligning with powers like AIUDF, aligning with powers like ISF, is that a reflection of secularism? If that is secularism, then I think this country is good with, BJP ideology rather than what the Congress is doing, pseudo-secularism and shattering the constitutional principles.
Can I come in now? Can I come in?
I'd like to now there's a question. Let me put it. Sohail, 1 minute now, Sohail has not spoken.
2 minutes.
This is the longest he's not spoken. Do you know how agonizing it is for him? Is there anyone who... 1 minute, Sohail, let me please introduce you properly. Yeah. Do you really understand what this is? This is the longest that Sohail has not spoken in his entire life. This is the longest he's held his hand up. And Sohail, the tragedy is, while I tell you that you're not spoken, even I'm not letting you speak. I have a brilliant question as usual, so I have to ask it first. Sohail, here we've talked about all kinds of conspiracies, and the Trinamool Congress spokesperson just said that the BJP has entered into a conspiracy with the CPM and the Congress to transfer the vote. I think we need to extract a promise tonight. And the promise we must extract is that if the house is hung, if one side does not get a clear majority, the Trinamool spokesperson must promise right here, right now, on the debate on Republic, that they will stay in the opposition, but never join hands with the CPM, Congress, ISF alliance. They must promise us tonight that if Mamta is short of the halfway mark, they will stay in opposition, and I'm going to save this, but not join hands with the Congress and its allies. Sohail, you can put the question better. You know Bengal well. Om Prakash Mishra must give her a guarantee, a minimum guarantee tonight in MG.
It's very unfair.
Sohail, say it.
It's very unfair to place such a huge burden. It's unfair to place such a huge burden on the poor TMC spokesperson's shoulders, because every decision there, from Milk to Marty to Manush, will be taken by Mamata Di, and that's how it is. But I want to come to the larger issue. Number one, I think Ghulam Nabi Azad, Anand Sharma have every right to protest, but the lady doth protest too much. It's too little, too late. It reeks of selfishness. It reeks of a time that is pernicious, because these people were merrily swinging by for all these years in the Congress. And for now to raise this dilemma and this issue about, oh, the Congress isn't fair, there's nepotism, I think it's a bit tardy. I want to raise the issue that you started the debate with. Does India need an opposition? You bet we do. Our democracy is not a democracy without an opposition. It is in the fitness of things for India to have a party which opposes the ruling party. It strengthens the ruling party, doesn't weaken it. It strengthens our democracy, it doesn't weaken it. The question, therefore, is what kind of party do we need? The irony is in what Rahul Gandhi said to the interview with Kaushik Basu, where he said the Congress has democratic elections. I don't know of any other kind of elections. I have never heard of the phrase dictatorial elections. Elections by nature are democratic, or that's what they're supposed to be. For years, the INC has been the Indian National Convenience Party. And I don't blame the Gandhis. Kamal Nath famously said many years ago that the Gandhis are the glue that bind the Congress. I blame the leaders down below as much as I would blame the Gandhis for allowing this to happen, for allowing this situation to emerge. You know, you're right. You talk about Vadra. The other day, Vadra is cycling from Khan Market to Parliament, even though he's not a parliamentarian. Every news channel covered it. Why? If the people think he's irrelevant, if the media thinks he's irrelevant, why cover that cycle ride? And that cycle ride was covered to, ostensibly talk about the fuel hike. The BJP is a well-oiled machine. The BJP speaks in one voice. I mean, yes, Subramaniam Swamy takes pot shots on Twitter as well against the Prime Minister many a time. The Congress is attempting to weaken itself by double-speak. That must stop. If that needs a replacement of Rahul Gandhi, that needs to happen. If it means the reformation of Rahul Gandhi, that too needs to happen. But Arnab, let's be honest. You're as much of a Democrat as any one of us.
Reformation.
This country needs an opposition.
Reformation.
This country needs
so what is this reformation?
Which is responsible, which has gravitas, and which speaks for India. You cannot have an opposition which knocks India and knocks everything that India is doing. And at times, Rahul is guilty of that.
But it's too late.
Rahul is guilty of
Om Prakash Mishra is too late. Open the debate again. Gaurav Bhatia is back on the debate. I think you're too optimistic, Sohail. I think you're too optimistic. The Congress has got sub 5% vote share in Delhi. You're too optimistic. Om Prakash.
Let me tell you two things. In West Bengal, the election is straight. Election is straight. There is no uncertainty, no ambiguity.
So then why are you
Trinamool Congress is going to have a landslide victory.
Election Commission of India, Om Prakash ji, I ask you, if the election is straight, then why is Mamata Banerjee so disturbed and perturbed? Because the Election Commission of India announced an 8-phase election in West Bengal.
CPM ने वोट ट्रांसफर किया, स्टेट कांग्रेस ने वोट ट्रांसफर किया।
मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ, एक क्वेश्चन ओम प्रकाश जी, एक क्वेश्चन मेरा है, प्लीज
हमें कोई फर्क नहीं
पड़ता। सुनिए ओम जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन तो सुन लीजिए, नाराज मत होइए। I just have one question to ask you, please. ओम प्रकाश जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन सुनिए। मैं पूछ रहा हूं आपसे, रुकिए एक मिनट। ओम प्रकाश जी, ओम प्रकाश जी सुनिए, मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं, आप खुद सुन लीजिए। आप बताइए, आपको इंडियन से ज्यादा प्यार है या रोहिंग्या से? क्या मैं बाहरी हूं? आप बताइए। आपकी लीडर कहती है कि हम लोग बाहरी हैं। क्या बाहरी है भाई? आप भी भारतीय, मैं भी भारतीय हूँ, ये नहीं चलेगा। और Arnab,
should I come in?
Arnab, you
moving away from the subject. Abhijit Jasrotia.
Arnab, should I come in?
Abhijit Jasrotia. Abhijit Jasrotia, in the context of the debate and the big battle within the Congress, you're from Jammu as well. You're a BJP leader. You were earlier with the PDP. My question is, do you think Ghulam Nabi Azad and the other leaders can kiss and make up? Do you think Ghulam Nabi Azad and the other leaders can make up Abhijit Jasrotia on the debate? Can the situation still be saved? Are they going to, is this a mock fight or a real fight? Abhijit Jasrotia and Ashwani Handa.
See, Arnab, just two things are there. First and foremost of all, it's rather disappointing today that I saw people like Sanam and other Congress spokespersons who were not able to recognize their own leaders who were protesting in Jammu and Kashmir. Let me tell all of them that amongst the single-digit DDC candidates who were elected, one of them is this Shahnawaz, who is really protesting against their own party. So it happens, the internal conflict in Congress has reached to that extent. It happens because when you have got a strong leader like Narendra Modi ji, who is a leader of 135 crore people, who is a leader of the biggest democracy of the world, this frustration is there within the Congress, and this is what is depicted through all these protests. But let me remind everybody that in Jammu and Kashmir, BJP is so strong that we were able to manage even 3 seats in Kashmir also. No, BJP is a clear-cut leader in Jammu and Kashmir, and whatever they are doing, they are just doing to suffice. They're just going to show people that they are present somewhere. But let me tell all of them one thing: they cannot do anything over here because people of Jammu and Kashmir have totally outdated this Congress from Jammu and Kashmir. And when talking about Ghulam Nabi Azad Sahab, let me tell you one thing: Ghulam Nabi Azad Sahab has always Ghulam Nabi Azad
Ravi and Sujata on the right.
Let me talk. I'm sitting at a vintage point, and I can really tell you what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir, why these people are doing all these things. I can tell you sitting at a vintage, but provided if you will allow me to speak for a while, this Congress is frustrated to this level that they don't know which way they have to go. This is the internal conflict. This is the internal conflict of the Congress. And you don't
Abhijit, Sujata now.
Abhijit. Send a communal and divisive figure like Adityanath to Bengal because
you remember the winking Gandhi? हम तो अपने दम पे चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। आपका फुसफुसिया पटाखा तो बचता ही नहीं है। And Sujata ji, you should take it as a compliment. If Rahul Gandhi decides to leave Indian politics, we will miss our star campaigner more than the Congresses. And I will tell you, ये फुलझड़ी चलने वाली नहीं है। ये फुलझड़ी नहीं चलेगी। He doesn't even know the number of seats in the Lok Sabha. Attendance is below 40%.
Be sure about it.
Anand Sharma is far more seasoned. Ghulam Nabi Azad has been a union minister. You can't even respect your own party people. How do you expect the youth and the citizens of the country to respect the Congress?
Is it too late? Question once again. Let me get Rajat and Sohail back on the debate. Is it too late? Sohail think it's not too late. You tell me. Sohail, please debate this matter with Rajat or Shantanu. Is it too late? Sohail has been talking of reformation, change within the Congress party. Many people believe it's too late, that space is to be taken by some other party or parties. Sohail first. First Sohail and then Rajat, you can come in. Yeah.
As you know, politics is the art of the impossible. It would be deeply unfair for us to offer countenance and wisdom on, is it too late for the Congress? Let's look at the facts. Is Rahul Gandhi still traveling the country and is mustering a crowd? The answer is yes. Is it as large as Narendra Modi's? Let's not get into that comparison for the moment. Number two, the point is, whatever he says, whether it's inane, whether it's obtuse, it somehow manages to stick. Don't forget Soot Boot Ki Sarkar. It stuck. Reforms were held up for a long time. You know, the point is, I'm not holding a brief for anyone. The fact is that Rahul Gandhi continues to remain relevant in his orbit. That orbit is the Congress party today. You and I can't tell the Congress jettison him. They must take that decision.
I need to reply to you.
They must take that decision. Did I interrupt whoever this gentleman is? Let me just finish. I'm coming to the end.
You've had a fair chance to speak.
No. I think the question that needs to be addressed is,
okay, let him
will
conclude
the
and then
Congress
I'll
be able
certainly
to
come to you,
outlive
Rajat.
the Gandhis? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. But when will the Gandhis relinquish? Only the Gandhis know. No one. You can't take a guess, I can't. We had wished him away long ago. We had said that after the last time when there were elections, the Congress won't have him. They have him. They seem to be the eternal glue. They seem to be what holds the Congress together. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's for the Congress. All I'm saying in my earlier point is you need an opposition. Yes, please, now, whoever wants to.
You could have said that sometime back, maybe not today. Maybe,
Your point that we need an opposition is absolutely bang on. We need a credible opposition which has some level of connect with the common people to raise the voices. But understand that how big of a failure does Rahul Gandhi have to be in order to convince you that he has completely failed? Look at, first of all, the internal contradictions that Congress is a house of. Look at, they're fighting one party in one state and in alliance with that party in the other state. They have this, this cloak of secularism which they have been, using as a moral compass all this while in national politics, and they go in and start fielding a Muslim cleric in West Bengal just to entice one specific community. And these contradictions are just coming out in the open now, and this is not going to yield in Congress, coming out as a party which is a very, very, very mature party or something. Out of this, internal democracy, the party will emerge stronger. No, it is going to collapse. It is going to finish off. Sujata ji, this is the time you should quit the ship of Congress party. Come out of the party. Find a suitable opposition party. This implosion,
Sujata and Shantanu to close the debate.
Sujata ji, my point to you is, you are a learned spokesperson. Can you please help me reconcile the contradictions within the Congress party? How can you explain to the common public the deep sense of contradiction that we all are experiencing in the party? You cannot answer, ma'am. You are not able to explain very simple, fundamental things. Why are you...
of 202 that the seats have been given to India.
Arnab, if I take 2019 as a base election for West Bengal, Congress got 5% vote share. Congress got 5% vote share. They tied up with the CPIM, it got 6% vote share. Together they have 11% vote share. And now they are trying to tie up with Abbas Siddiqui, who is present, who does some events in 2-3 districts, right? So this is the plight of Congress, and over that to tie up with a tiny faction, over that two senior leaders are fighting. Over that, Anand Sharma and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary are fighting.
Closing the debate, ladies and gentlemen.
When Congress' own vote share is 5% and CPIM own vote share is 6%. That's the plight.
Fact is, the Congress is fighting for a crashing vote share, is what I said at the start. Look at Karnataka. The party had increased the vote share to 40%. It fell by 10% in 2019. I've been looking at the numbers. Look at Bihar. It's a massive crash. The Congress spoiled the Mahagathbandhan's chances, and which is why Tejasvi is not going with the Congress in Bengal. And look at Delhi. Once the party used to be in power, now there's a sub 5% vote share. They were in power from 1998 to 2013, 15 years. Today they have a sub 5% vote share. There's a bigger story there. And we'll put out some statistics, some data on the crashing statistics on republicworld.com. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other side, why I think this election is a big election, huge election, in a few minutes.